What's up, guys? This is OJ Light, and I had a little oopsie in the gym. I was trying a little bit of a different variation on cable lateral raises. Ooh, and I tore my left shoulder. I don't know what I tore. It feels like I pinched a nerve, but I heard the tore. Ooh, it hurts. It hurts like a son of a bitch. Now, when I first did it, it didn't hurt, and then I moved on to chest press, and it was at the chest press phase I really started feeling it. So by the time I got to Rio Delt with the reverse butterflies, done. I couldn't do them. My arm was just not. It's not that I can't move my arm. It feels like I pinched a nerve. That's probably the best way to describe it. It feels like I still can move it all directions. It just feels like I pinched a nerve. So, yeah. So I took. Well, I went into the hot tub afterwards to see if I could, the heat would help a little bit. It actually did. But as I sat in the hot tub, I kind of thought of like a chain of events that led me to injuring my shoulder. So let me kind of go through it, and I'm gonna make this claim: not one of these things made the shoulder get injured. It was the combination, right? It was the combination of them. So the first thing I did was I really should have had an extra rest day on Monday, but we just came out of a holiday week, and the gym was already closed last Monday. So I thought, well, I had an extra day of rest already, so I should be fine to just go into another rotation, another cycle, as I like to call them. No, that was a mistake. That was dumb, and I should have taken Monday off. And Friday, so Monday I started a new workout cycle. Friday, which was the last day of the previous cycle, I also did lateral raises, but with dumbbells, right? And I really pushed. So if I had taken the extra day off, if this makes sense, today's exercise would have happened Friday, so I would have had a whole week. My shoulders would have had a whole week to recover, right? So that was mistake number one. And I knew better. I know better. It's just sometimes I'm like, oh, you know what I mean? You're like pursuing that strength, and you're like, you kind of get caught up in the high of it. If that makes sense. So, but I knew better. The second mistake, I wouldn't really call this a mistake, but it should have been a warning sign, was Monday. So Monday, today's Wednesday. Monday, I really pushed it with the barbell rows. Okay, I was pulling and squeezing and my back, and I really wanted to get. I've been really pursuing that really defined back. I mean, I've been just hitting the fucking back. Probably the hardest. I'm probably hitting the back the hardest of all my muscle groups right now. I mean, in just terms of like watching videos and doing intensity and all the other stuff, right? I'm really focusing on the back. And I'm gonna be honest, my back was still a little sore, like right, where the trap kind of meets the shoulder. It was on the left side, even the right side. It's still a little sore. It's still a little fatigued. I'm not saying I shouldn't have came to the gym today. What I'm saying is I should have been a little lighter. Like, oh, I'm not 100%. Yeah. So that's two. The third mistake, guys, is I've been doing cable lateral raises, but I was originally doing them while laying flat on a bench, and I just was not. I thought I'd give this variation a try, and I wasn't loving it. I just never felt like I was pushing myself. It's just. So what I did was I still did cable lateral raises, but I did it standing up instead of laying on a bench. And I did it with I don't know if you've ever seen this. You hold the ball and you lean a little bit away from the machine. That's kind of how I was doing them. And I should have. I know this. Every time I change variations, I always reduce the weight because I'm never quite sure if it's gonna make the exercise harder or easier. I didn't do this on this because we weren't talking about much weight. It was just 7.5 pound warm up rep and a 12.5 pound actual working set. Nah, I should have reduced that by 5 pounds each because it was a lot harder. It was a lot harder. Like, I like this variation. This what I did. I just should have reduced the weight. So that's mistake number 3. And the 4th mistake is actually on the chest press. I have noticed for a while, ever since I've had more than 2 plates, more than 1 plate on the bar, I've noticed that my shoulder's starting to ache a little bit, right? And it isn't that I was kind of ignoring it. I was just prioritizing. Like I said, I've been looking and studying and implementing a lot of back improvement techniques. I really should have taken the time to look into this like now. I mean, it was on the to-do list. I just should have put it higher on the to-do list. So like I said, I don't think it's any one of those things. I think it was all 4 in combination. And it resulted in my shoulder getting a little ouch. Like I said, I can still move it. It just feels like there's a nerve pinched. So I'll probably end up taking some Advil, extra strength. Definitely not going swimming tomorrow. I gotta let this heal. So I'm gonna follow this rule. Whatever this is. I don't know if this is a great rule, but it seems. It's always been. I feel like it's not a bad rule. Okay, whatever it takes for the pain to go away, that's how many more extra days I need to wait until I start weightlifting on this joint again. So, if let's just say it took 2 days, and the pain was gone. Like, so, tomorrow's Thursday, Friday. So by the end of Friday, the pain's gone. I still need to wait Saturday and Sunday, 2 extra days. Before I put more emphasis on this. If it takes 3 days, I have to wait 3 more days. If it takes a week, then I have to wait another week. Right? Whatever it took for the pain to go away, I need to double that time to make sure like the joint is 100% ready to go. Okay. Now I don't know if that's a great. Like I said, it's not a bad rule of thumb. I don't know if it's like any science behind. I'm not saying there's any science behind that. I just feel like that's a good like. Rule of thumb. All right. So I guess that means, what am I going to do in the meantime while I let this, my shoulder, rest? Basically all upper body exercises or out. Not even really sure if I should do leg, but I might do leg if once the pain goes away. That's one, but that's very limited. Like, I don't have that many leg exercises, like 6 in a cycle. Probably that means I'll put a little bit more emphasis, not emphasis, but like, I guess instead of swimming in the morning tomorrow, I'll do the bath mate in the morning tomorrow. And then, cause usually I do that after work. That's going to be probably what happens tomorrow morning. I gotta make sure I don't, like, overeat, right? I still gotta keep to the strict eating regimen. Okay, I can't like, oh well, I'm injured, so I'm gonna have a lot of awesome meals. No, I gotta stick with the eating regimen. I'll probably be focusing on some of the content that I have been just fucking lagging. Okay. I have a rough draft for a new blog post. I gotta go through it and edit it, so I guess that's something I could be focusing on now. I've also decided I'm gonna add. I made the Bathmate demo video. I'm gonna add 4 more videos to it. All right, guys. I'm gonna add more. So you're gonna actually get like newbie routine videos, okay? So the other videos is gonna be, one of them is gonna be kind of lame, but I feel it's important to have. One's gonna be just an overview of the Bathmate newbie routine I do. The second video will be on how to warm up properly. One video will be on Kegels, and one video will be on scrotum stretches. Now, while I show that in the actual demo of the whole video, I think it would be nice to just see them in isolation. And in the introduction video, I'm also gonna just kind of show the Bathmate, go over it again, like that. And these videos won't be they won't be public. They won't be public anywhere. I've found a way to make them private. In a way, not private in the sense you can't see them, but they just won't be easy to won't be hard to get to. You'll see. I kind of got it figured out. I was working on it last night, and then I kind of thought about the other videos. I'm like, it's not a bad idea. So there might be more videos coming besides just the one live demo. Okay, so it might be like a package, right? You get a package of videos. So that kind of developed last night. And then I gotta get the blog post done and out, and then that's actually got 2 blog posts, but I gotta get the one that's practically done out. And yeah, that's basically what I'm gonna be working on if I can't go to the gym in the mornings, right? Like even Friday, if I can't go to the gym in the morning on Friday, I'll just work on this stuff instead of going to the gym. Anyways, guys, that's what I got. I'll have a live show tonight. I'll probably cover a lot of what I just talked about there again. But anyways, I will see you later.